What's going on, guys? It's the bad Mama Jamma himself, trying to stay best dressed in the Midwest. Wolfside, baby. Let's go. All right, all right, all right. What are we going to talk about today? Well, some of y'all, are still out here thinking that they ain't making money off of y'all. Some of y'all very much new to this whole world, and you have to remember that most of the people that you can talk to about any of this, say your judge or your alderman or your whoever, they don't know any of this. Most of them don't know any of this information. This information is for the elite. This information is for the managers. This information is for the governing bodies and the legal department. And what I bring you guys is on the legal level. So the average person who you talk to about this, they don't know anything about this. And all the people I mentioned about this who do know about this ain't telling anybody below that chain of command that I just gave you. But if you are smart enough to look in the right places, you just might find something. So let me put on my let me become smart real quick. Because only smart people wear glasses. Revenge of the nerds. Nerds. All right, so says here that you're going to need to follow the creation of the birth certificate. Now, let's take a look at that process, shall we? All right, let me get the screen ready. Um, okay, let me find it. Hopefully everybody is doing good out there. Just know that I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for supporting. And see anybody using my videos inappropriately or any deformation type way, make sure that you use the button over there, or down there, or wherever it might be to report the video and, if needs being, their YouTube channel. Now, don't do anything frivolous on my behalf, all right? But calling the S word or trying to say some information or saying something that I don't say, trying to chop up my videos, make me look all stupid and stuff, because they're traitors to the United States, and they don't understand constitutional law, and that's on them. All right, here we go. Got my screen ready. Don't forget, guys, you can add my backup channel to YouTube. It's on YouTube, the Badwolf Media Channel. That's me. Add it. Make it happen. All right. Next, seminars are coming out shortly, so check Black Site 32 or Badwolf Unincorporated or jamesclovett.com. Okay. And join the newsletter. Be the first people to get any news, any information, pictures, inside stuff, whatever else. Get that going. Make it happen, Captain. As far as everything else, Ramen, thank you for the donation out there. You're spot on. And to the people in my VIP who get the VIP videos, thank you guys for your monthly donations. And let's get going. We got the video or the picture ready. Now, before I get going, I always want to preface this. So this document page that I'm going to be showing you guys is from the Vital Records and Vital Statistics in the United States. It's a screenshot of a pamphlet. I don't have the full pamphlet's name, but this is what they give out on the state level to each head of the agency, so they know what's going on in the process. So this is not confidential or super secret. They just you really have to go on their website, hunt deeply for it. But with the information here, you guys can search for your states or in a copy of this, on there for yourself. The whole rest of the manual, basically, to me, was pretty boring. So I only took this page. All right. So without further ado, let's take a look. All right, guys. So this is vital records and vital statistics in the United States, uses, users, systems, and sources. All right. Um, so figure one, current birth registration process for a state vital records jurisdiction. So here they're showing you that at the hospital, you've got your mother, the birth clerk, who makes a birth log, who has access to the medical records. Okay, then I think it was your dietary or your OBG, whatever, prenatal OB, all information. So from here, okay, the birth clerk communicates with the vital records office. This is for the state. The state has, so this means over here you were born essentially privately, but the hospital is somewhat registered or is registered to the state and the state to the gov, right? So this is somewhat private. This is why they offer you, or they're supposed to, but then they quickly hide the what they call is the heirloom or the souvenir birth record. Okay, that's actually called the live birth record, which is the one with the baby feet print on there. It's the first thing that they do, and the baby comes out of the womb. But because they're registered to the state and they're in bed with them, and they get kickbacks for bringing you into the U.S. system. See, you're already born through the hospital here lawfully as a national and a state citizen. But because the state gets a kickback from the government is like, well, hey, if you bring them in underneath us as a U.S. citizen, where then you're on the public side, there's nothing wrong with that either. So the state says, well, look, we're registered to the U.S. corporation, so we have to recognize your private side, but we also have to recognize your public. Well, we don't have to recognize your public side, but we have to offer it to you. So everybody's getting kickbacks, but you. Hospital gets money for your birth and from the state, from the government for bringing you in as a U.S. citizen. So then they give you the certificate of live birth. Okay, this means that this is the receipt, and this brings you in both, but still primarily free. It's less formal. The official one is from the state. When it says state of blah blah blah, and has basically no living birth human information, is because that certificate is the birth of your legal person or your straw man, your nom de guerre, Latin for war name, your employee name, okay, within the U.S. corporation. So they taint your name that was given and they turn it into a legal one. And the legal name is represented in commerce by all capitalized letters on the state level. The government doesn't look at it that way because they're operating under the Constitution, but the states are in bed with the U.C.C. for doing commercial. The government is not there to do commerce and commercial, though they take part in it. But their jurisdiction is the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and the Constitution. In the state, though formed underneath the corporation, which is a side of the government, they operate under the U.C.C. Uniform Commercial Code. So let's take a look. So the hospital then comes over here and says, hey, vital records, we got another birth here of a national, but they've indicated that they want to be a U.S. citizen too. So give us a check. So the vital records office then goes, and this over here to local registrar and says, well, we need to make these things formal. So the hospital gives you the first two on their own, but once they hit the information gets to the vital records and says, well, here, local registrar, we need you to create a birth certificate. Now, mind you, I didn't make this flowchart. I am way not this smooth to make this flowchart. This, like I said, this comes from their documents on the state level. This is their internal documents. They're the ones charting this. So what happens is the birth certificate is then made, and see how they have the word sale here? I wonder why. Because they then sell it over here and make money. Boom, money is made. You didn't get any, but these departments do. So what else happens? So the birth certificate is made and they sell it again. Boom, to the state. Why? Why do they send it to the state? Because then you enter it into Medicaid, Medicare, the DMV gets your information, voter registration is waiting for you. The records office themselves have it. And remember, they're not showing it here, but when this is made, they put a CUSIP on there. This is why my video, how much are you really worth? Because that CUSIP number on there has a value. That's why it's on bonded paper. The thicker paper is a bond, it's a security. You cannot copy that. It's securities fraud. That's why they don't want you to copy. You have to get a certified copy or a copy from them where they then put another CUSIP on it. And now that document is going to have money in about 18 to 21 years when it matures. But we don't know how to claim it. That's the problem. I've made videos on my theories on it, but that's just what it is. So if here on the national level, now I don't know what NAPH all this is, but apparently, and my screen cut off here, but somebody on the government level, some other agency is paying these people money. These people then pay them money. The NCHS, whoever they are, gets the state birth files, and that birth file, then a copy of that goes to some other agency. They're making money on it. The Social Security and Social Security number, they're making money on it. They're getting the copy from here. Everybody's making money on the birth certificate but you. Well, your parents pay the bill, or you pay the bill for your offspring. Remember, child means a subsidiary corporation. So you're not a parent because that's a pair of renters. Partial rent, partial renters. Because when you told them you're a U.S. citizen and your child, okay, or in reality, in the living, it's an offspring, but you've converted them technically, not fully, but technically. You're giving them the presumption. The document is just a document. But if you use it to identify yourself, then by law, they can say, well, you must be the surety for it, so I'm going to take you. You must be fully responsible for it financially and physically. No, no, I'm not. I'm over the age of 18, age of majority. I control my estate, not you, and I am not the estate. I am not living property because that'd be slavery. So if we look down here, it says the solid black line, green lines denote typical processes, payments, respectively. So they don't know how much money is going back and forth, and they're saying they don't have to pay anybody for these things, or but they do. And these are less common processes and payments, respectively. Okay, so now here we can see what the definition or the abbreviations are for. So PED is for pediatrician. SAMS is for the SAM system. State health, social security number, Steve, state and territorial exchange. Okay, so Steve is, where is Steve? Right here. So that's a state and territorial exchange. So territorial exchange, usually that means the organic. The organic, so Florida state, not state of Florida, because here it says the state. So that's state of Florida, and then the territorial exchange, which is Florida state, which is what they have to do when they notify the local registrar. Newborn screening, immunization information. All these people are getting a piece of you. Enumeration at birth. That's where they're converting you. All these people are getting your information. So once again, if I find the full document, I'll let you guys know, but that is what you're looking at. That's the process. All these places are getting it. Like I said, you can glean the information from here and just do a search. Like if I was going to try to find the master document again, I would type in vital records and vital statistics in the United States, and then I would type in current birth registration process for state vital records jurisdiction, something like that on the top of this document, and then maybe put in your state's name and see what document you could find. Okay. So yes, they are making money on you at birth. And that's outside of the CUSIP number. They're just trading it and selling it to each other. Your name in the system sitting there makes money. Why do you think they don't want to delete your whole account? Your money just sitting there makes them money. They're pimping since pimping was pimping. Just saying. Then there's the CUSIP, where the paper itself is thicker, and that is bond paper. And you cannot copy it because it's a security. And then they make money on that as well behind your back. Allegedly. Now, for those people who want to find out more about their CUSIP information on any of almost all documents and things of that nature, or if you want a securitized audit for your mortgage, including your promissory note, contact Sean Adley at mortgageauditsonline.com and tell him the Bad Wolf sent you. He'll discount a little bit, and if you can find your documents and provide him with the CUSIP number, he can give you basic information about that, potentially, like what it's worth, um, when it matures, and other pertinent information as educational information only. All right. So that is it. Tell them the Bad Wolf sent you. And as always, guys, check out Black Site 32 or Bad Wolf Unincorporated. If you go to blacksite32.com, go to my social media page, and you can see all the outlets that I'm on, including my Telegram groups, the private groups, and sign up for the newsletters while you guys are there. And we had 500,000 people go through, and the YouTube channel just got 5 million views. So hit that bell, like and subscribe, help me shoot to 100,000. After that, I don't really care. I just want to hit that goal. Highly doubt that we'll ever get to the next one, which is 500 million or 500. Yeah. Is it? No, 500,000. No, 100,000. Then it's 500,000, I think, right? Yeah, something like that. So once I get the button, it's going to go right there. I got that space empty and I dedicate it to you guys. It's a small thing for you guys, but it's a big victory for me who's been studying and learning this stuff to bring it to you guys since I was 9 and 10 years old. So thank you guys for the help. And even out there to the haters, I got 4 tickets to the Lakers. The more you guys talk about me, the more you guys actually make me even more infamous, which is crazy. You try to talk about me to bring me down and it boosts me up. So in a weird way, thank you to you guys too. Oh, never underestimate the greed of the next man. All right, guys, that's it. So you guys seen the flow chart? You guys seen the process? You know what it is. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Before coming at me sideways, show me how you guys have beaten your court cases. Show me how a judge asked you to join them. because that's what I have happened because I've learned of this stuff over 40, almost 40 years now on my own, self-taught, help from a couple of other people out there. Hat goes off to them. And the labor of my life is now at your fingertips. What took me years, I bundled together, and you guys can just use it instantaneously. We didn't have all this internet information and connectivity and groups and whatever else. There's nothing but hardcore books and trial by fire, going in front of a judge and a lawyer, attorney, or whoever else, and you better have your stuff right. So it is an honor that these prosecutors were like, I yield to you, Mr. Lovett. Well done. Job well done. It takes them 7 years in one area to be good. I've dedicated my entire life to this, plus other things, which will be on the Badwolf Media channel. So I got way, you think I'm good at this stuff? Oh, yeah. There's a reason why, like, I'm known in multiple continents, multiple nations, infamous group, speak what, 4 or 5 languages, IQ in the 161 range. You got to learn this stuff on a legal level. If there's nothing higher than learning information on a legal level, that's why most people don't understand me or this information, but it works and we win because there's nothing higher than learning it on the legal level. So that's it, guys. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Stay blessed. Stay in the light. Keep seeking knowledge, and I'll talk to you guys later.